Welcome. I am Blessed Ola Saint, and I'll be taking this session with us as part of our support in Empower Africa project to uh, 3D Africa Youth Organization. And I will be looking at the topic understanding and promoting data skills in Africa. And of course, we're going to go deep in knowing why data skills, why we have to embrace data skills training. And basically, because when you once hear the data skills, is because there is something that is pushing that, and which is data technology. And every discussion of data technology is data transformation. So I want to start from talking about driving growth with data transformation for your business, because I know that we are talking to people, people in business or potential business owners. So we look at it from the business angle, and then we look at it, why data technology, why data transformation, and why the data skills training, why promoting data skills training. And now, I want to share this way. Before now, let's say before COVID and before we start talking about the new normal, we have the traditional ways of doing things. But one thing that we all know that COVID has brought for us is understanding that there are other ways that we can do things, that we can actually maximize even sometimes what we call challenges. And then that even there are opportunities that we've not explored when it comes to technology, and most the data technology. And so there are three reasons why we need to embrace data skills training, actually. So the number one reason, and that I want us to understand, is that data transformation has become the new normal. So you can't stay in isolation. Data transformation has become the new normal. So there is no way to stay aloof or saying you are less concerned or you're not going to be part of it. Systems and processes all over the world are changing. Data transformation has taken over. Everything has to be digitalized. That's the first reason why we need to embrace data skills training. And the second one is because data technology has become one of the greatest, in fact, for now, the enabler. Is one of the greatest enabler of anything, any project, any concept, any business, anything you want to talk about. If governance, leadership, health, in different sectors, any sector you want to talk about, data technology has become the enabler. So, and when you call something enabler, it's the drive, it's the push, it's one that has the can't but talk about, you can't but have to learn data. Then the third one is because of the potential blessings, the opportunities attached into digital technology. So because one, you cannot do, now when we ask, this is why we know that it's very important. Your government cannot do without digital technology. So it has been, digital technology has become the norm for governance. And whatever you want to do, this digital stuff has to come in. So that's the first reason why you need to learn digital. You need to know about the digital skills. And the second one, like I said, is because it's the data technology is the enabler. The enabler, to be an enabler, you have to. And it helps you across your border. The third one is potentials embedded in data technology. You have opportunities to do businesses across the border. You have opportunity to maximize resources. So, I mean, web of opportunities. And that's why we have to take it serious. We can't go back. Data has come to stay. It can only get better. So because it can only get better, you have to decide. And that's why I decided to do this presentation. At the end of the day, I'm going to be asking us questions. Where do we stand? What is our perspective, and what is our decision? So we're looking at driving growth with data transformation for businesses across Africa. So what is digital transformation? Digital transformation is the adoption of digital technology by a company. Common goals for its implementation are to improve efficiency, value, or innovation. So the moment that your company, your organization, your school, your government, your nation decides to go in the way of digital approach, the way of digital technology, then that is what we call digital transformation. It means that there is a movement or transformation and engagement from the traditional way into digital, from the regular way, the analog, the regular analog process into machine processes, into digital processes, into software processes, into artificial intelligence processes. This when we talk about data transfer, and common goals for its implementation are to improve efficiency, value, and innovation. Like I said, digital technology has great potentials, great support for our businesses and our lives. Then there are keys to unlocking digital transformation. We need to know these three keys, and they are basically three: people, process, and platforms. We can't do it alone. In digital, we must understand collaboration. Collaboration is primary. So you need people to come follow along, to work along. You need people to on the other to consume. So there is need for people at every stage, at every format or the phase of digital transformation. So the number one key for digital transformation is people, and then the next is the process. Now, but our processes of getting things done, there are processes of achieving your target. There are processes on internet. You have to know that there are processes, and then platforms. We'll be talking about the platforms. You can't stay aloof, stay on the air doing data transformation. There are platforms and tools that will be engaged to get a result. So talking about people, like I said, you redefine the organization chart before the management. There is a organogram, how it goes. But today there is B2B, B2C. You have different formats, and you work in circle. You move from traditional top-down silos to flexible cross-functional teams to get results. So that's one of the things about the people, and they're talking about digital transformation. And then the process, we're going to look like why, the purpose of doing it. You share organization vision with your team, and then objective and key results, the autonomy, okay, the freedom to fail it, whatever comes, let's try it. The access to digital learning and development, and that's the empire for exploration, the mastery. You master your tools, that because that's why we come talk about platforms. You master your tools. How do I go? How do we go about emailing? How do we go about this? How do we go about that? So, bad out of the process, and then the platforms. So, you master how you use your email platforms, your Facebook, your Slack, your the different social media. How you work with them? How you work with them? These are the things. These are the when we talk about the how to get. So digital transformation unlocks magic, the three magic, the great ideas. So gone are the days that you have ideas and you don't know how to bring it to reality, or you have to struggle to make it happen. So they have, like we said, digital technology is an enabler. So by digital transformation, you are able to unlock the great ideas, the great business are being built, and we have the launch of great products. So you can understand, and this three magic, of course, everywhere, all over the world, you can see them. You can see, like, I mean, 20, 30 years back, you don't, this is something like Facebook and what have you, but Twitter or Uber or, I mean, Amazon. But today we see ideas coming, great ideas, global ideas. We see great products You can see great businesses. So you see in edu you have edutech, health tech. You can see how digital transformation help to reshape everything. The digital transformation starts with these 5 core questions. Also, are you a disrupting? Because that's where actually we are going to. Are you are you disrupting or being disrupted on digital channels? And that's why I said at the end I want us to make decision that am I disrupting? Am I making things happen? Am I introducing? Am I changing things? Or being the consumer, being disrupted, like you're a taxi driver who still stay with yellow cab, who, I mean, of course, you understand how both came in and the Uber thing. And then you can even see the level today, everything is changing. Then now, how sensational in your is your customer experience, because now it's becoming that everything is changing and the customer relation, customer approach. Then do you know what your customers are thinking and doing? These are, like I said, these are 5 core questions you need to ask. Are you evolving as fast as your customers and competition? Are you evolving, or you stay at the back like Yahoo and the Google give those other things that you refuse to introduce? Or are you, I mean, just ask yourself. So, or are you so you have to ask yourself if you are evolving. Then how contextually relevant and compelling is your content? Your content, what you are saying, what you are pushing out, your videos, your graphics, your content. How do you, how is it reaching? And now, I mean, getting to your customer, how do they get the understanding of what you are saying, getting across this important to understand. And why these 5 questions is because technology is changing the game, but customers are changing the rules. And so the two, we can't do without understanding these two. Technology is changing the game. Things are being done differently because of data technology, which is being termed data transformation. And then customers are changing the rules. It's not like usual anymore. There is what they want and there is how they want it. There is really I want it fast. We want it in this way, want it in this way. Customers are changing the rules while technology is changing the game. So you cannot stay in the tradition, you cannot stay in the normal ways you used to do. We used to do this before, this is how we do it. It's not about this how we do it any longer. It's about knowing where the drive is going to, knowing what the customers want, and how do we attend to that. So now that's why I said where I'm, why I had to rush. I'm coming to this place. Be the disruptor, be the disruptor and not the disrupted. Be the disruptor and not the disrupted. This is what it means. Now, data technology has a lot to do with knowledge. Data technology, it's not, and I need to correct something. Some people see data technology as profession. No. Data technology is much more than profession. Data technology is a global language, is the way to go. It's not about some people that are in for that for digital. Even some people see data technology like, oh, it's for you. No, as long as you're on the planet Earth today, there is a digital technology for you. There is some technology is not like, oh, it's only for the youth, or it's a profession of some people. No, it's the engagement of everybody. It's what the government is taking up the digital, different aspect of life. So you have to learn. So that digital technology is a thing of knowledge. It's not, they can't do all for you, especially for business people. You must learn the processes of digital technology, and this is why digital skills training comes in. So where I'm talking about, why do we have to promote digital skills training? Why digital skills? What's the importance of digital skills? And that's why we know that to be a disruptor, you need to know digital skills. You need to have digital skills. You need to know how email functions, how you can get the best from email. You need to know how you can get the best from Facebook. You need to know how you can get the best from your LinkedIn, how you can get the best from your Instagram, how you can get the best from your WhatsApp, how you can get the best from the device you carry. You need to know. You need to know how you can ably secure your account, ably secure your bank account, ably secure your platforms. You need to know how you can maximize digital platforms for your business, how you can use the digital tools to get results, how you can manage your account, how you can set up, and how you can relate with your workers on without having to see yourself, how you can get job done without having to see physically. So you need to find every way. You need to know how you can sell within your community and outside your community. You need to know how logistics works with digital. You need to know how digital technology will make you sell to people who don't even need to see you. You need to know how you can render services. Now, for us, we have platforms in Empower Africa project, like we have, because Empower Africa project is basically for empowerment and we're empowering through digital skills training. And then we have some business platforms like Web Business of Africa. We have e-shops, we create websites for people. We don't have to know you before we create website for you. We don't have to know you before you can rent an e-shop from us. I mean, these are the things we're talking about. And then people make payment, work on it, so, and then connect to logistics. And these are the things some people into drop shipping, some people into freelance, into different things. But you cannot do all this without having the skills, the digital skills of how they work, how they run. So for you to be a disruptor, because I want you to don't be the one disrupted, be a disruptor. So for you to become a disruptor, it's a must. You must create time for digital skills. And this we have to promote. Our government, we have to promote digital skills across Africa. One thing I understand is that digital gives strength to nations. Digital gives strength to communities. Digital gives strength to people. Digital gives strength to individuals. Digital gives strength to businesses. So no matter the level of what you do or of your business, when you bring in digital, you solve at least 50% of what should have been a challenge. For example, you own a shop in a community and you are promoting within the community, but it's based on people you can talk to one-on-one. Now, the first level that you get result from digital is that while you sell to people you can talk to one-on-one, you can by digital get across to more people within that community, So that is the first level. Then the next one is that you can start selling even beyond your community, selling beyond your border by the virtue of leveraging or by the virtue of digital technology, leveraging on digital technology, you get result, you're able to sell across border. So we can see that with digital, we make more results, we get more returns, and things become more easier. We have wider coverage, we have bumper opportunities, because now you now where you have to deal with thousands before, we now have millions and billions to relate with. And then of course we are the data economy market, like we share I mean it's big. It's big. We're talking about 23 trillion market, $20 trillion market. So we have bumper opportunity. So I would really love to encourage business people, students, government to see into it that digital skills training, there's digital adoption everywhere, and we give opportunity to digital skills training. We have to encourage digital skills all across Africa. We have to really give time. We have to create time. We must have time. We must learn. At least you need to learn something on a weekly basis. You must learn something on digital. So I really need to encourage us. It's important. So because what we get is small. So I think that I have to just stop here. But I know that some people will have questions, so I will encourage that. Just find your way to pass your questions across. But ultimately, I want to encourage us. Let's create time. Let's give time. I've been doing trainings, I've trained so many people, and that's all that some people don't really give time to what we train them. And when they have challenge, they still come to us and they pay us because we always have challenge in what happens is that if you don't learn digital skills, you will have to become the disruptor. People will be using it to make money. Now, if I train you how to do something, if you don't learn it and know it, you will need my service tomorrow. You still come back to pay me. So let's create time to learn. And then it gives us opportunity. Lots of you cannot learn digital, you cannot have digital skills and you say there's no job, that you don't have job. No. Because one thing that I've seen that digital has helped us to do, that digital transformation has helped us to do again, that help us to create jobs, different jobs opportunities. I mean, from entertainment to in every area we have opportunity for job. We have different, opportunity that is available that you can tap into. And it's the age, the digital, the age of digital transformation is the age of, like I said, knowledge, idea, and innovation. Then ultimately, again, to not forget this collaboration. I think I remember I started from there. So know that knowledge is key. It's important. Ideas is when you share ideas, and then innovations, you have opportunity for innovations and collaboration. So let's really understand that. So I encourage us, let's go for knowledge, let's go for digital skills so that you become a disruptor and not disrupted. It's key. Go for digital skills knowledge. A nation should embrace digital skills, digital adoption, so that that nation will not become the disrupted, will be able to be among the disrupting nations. So for individuals, don't be the one that is being disrupted, be a disruptor. Thank you.